Hello everyone, welcome to part 15 of Reactjs tutorial with Laravel for beginners. And in this video, we will continue working on the simple React app, and we are working on the login register forms. And register we have already done, and we are working on the login form right now. And in the last video, we have seen that we are able to log in the user, but the validations are pending. So we are going to integrate those validations so that we will show the correct errors to the user every time when the user will try to log in. Okay, so let's start working on this one. So first of all, we are going to add this validation in our login user function. Okay, or with the validator class in Laravel 9, we are making all these APIs with Laravel 9. Okay, so if you have not seen the series, then please start the series from the beginning and do watch the previous video so that you can able to understand what we have done so far. Okay, see, we have the login form here, and that login form is working fine. If we will send the correct email and password, it will show us here in console that we are doing the right thing or wrong, but it is not doing anything other than telling us that it's fine or not fine. Okay, like if we are just see passing here, just entering the correct email and password, we need to ignore these errors, then click on login. See, it will tell us user logged in successfully. Okay, so it means the username and passwords are incorrect. But in some cases, if the username and passwords are incorrect, like if I'm going to pass here the incorrect email or password, then it is going to show here password is incorrect. You can see the password is incorrect. Okay, and also always use that type as password. Okay, here we need to use the type as password. We can make this change in both register as well as like in register type password is here, and here in login form as well we need to pass it like type as password. Okay, so now we need to handle these errors. First of all, we are going to generate here in the like the register user function, we have these rules, custom messages, and we have used the validator class. You can see at the top, and whenever there is some errors, we are going to return those errors with the 422 error code. Okay, so in the same way we are going to add the validations for the login user as well. Okay, so here the validations are, first of all, we need to define the rules here, $rules, and we are going to do it like this. First rule is for the email. Okay, so email must be required. Okay, email is always required, and other than that it must be email only. No other string will not work, and it must be exist in the users table. Okay, so we're going to do it like this, like we normally do in Laravel websites. Okay, so for the password must be required. Okay, and other validation, we are already checking here the password and emails are correct or not correct. Okay, here we are verifying the password as well, so here that is password is required is enough. And now the other than that, custom messages. So custom messages array we will have now, this array like this. So custom messages we are going to add here. Email is required, email required. For the email required, we are going to add the validation here, email is required. Okay, so another one is the email exists. Email does not exist. Okay, like this, email does not exist. And the another one is password required, password is required. Okay, we have just added the custom message for our errors or for our rules. Okay, so after that we are going to check these $validator from the validator class. We are going to use the make object of the validator class, and we are going to pick up the data, that is email and password, that is coming from the user. Then we are going to check with the rules, and going to check with the custom messages. We are going to print those custom messages. We are going to return those custom messages. So if in case the validator fails, okay, so in case the validator fails, then we are going to return the error messages to our React app. Okay, so here in case the validation fails, then we are going to return response. We are going to send the response back to our React app, dollar validator errors. All the errors we are going to send back with the 422 error code. Okay, so now see, we are going to check there, and we are going to handle those error messages in our code now here in our login.js code of React app. And here we are going to handle every time when the result is coming. I'm going to just comment this debugging, and here I'm going to handle these error messages. Okay, so if in case I'm going to alert the response here, like alerting the response in the case if email is invalid, okay, or email is not filled. At that case we can alert it. Okay, so let's see that we able to alert those messages that are coming from Laravel. Okay, like if we have not filled email. Okay, so at that time what will happen here, if I'm going to click on login, see it is asking to email is required. See here the error message is coming for 22 that we are passing from there. And here you can even check the exact error, that what it is coming. So we can click here and we will get the error here, email is required, password is required. Okay, so what we can do here, we need to stop the execution if the email is invalid or password is invalid. Okay, so here we need to check here, we need to check the response that is coming from the Laravel. We need to check that response. If that response match here, then we are going to show the error message, otherwise we will proceed further to the account page. Okay, so that same thing we have done with the register as well. So here we will do like this, like if the result we already know, like we are showing there, if this result, okay, if in result that array email with the email object, and it is equal to like email is required, like it is showing email is required. If it is equal to this one, then we are going to show this alert message here. Simply we are going to show this alert message here. If it will not show any kind of such error message, then we will navigate to account page, otherwise we will not do anything. Okay, like this. Okay, and similarly we will do for other validations as well, like we will do for like if in case email will show the error message that email does not exist. Okay, email does not exist, then again we will not do anything, we will just print out, we will just alert the error message. But if in case there is no error message, then we will redirect to the account page. We are going to check once. See here, so if we will not add anything, see I'm going to try to log in, and here you can see it is showing here email is required, and it will not redirect to the account page, it will keep here. Okay, it will ask the user to first enter the email, otherwise it will not proceed further. Okay, you can see here it is showing all the error message that you need to enter the email as well as the password. Okay, so the user is going to fill now. Okay, email user is going to fill now email or incorrect email, anything. Okay, so user just fill Amit. In that case it is going further, but in that case also we need to handle this error as well. Like if the user fills Amit only, then in case of login, then see the email must be a valid email address. Okay, so this error message we need to handle. I'm going to copy this one, the email must be the valid email address, and this one I'm going to handle this. And Here I'm going to copy first this and now I'm going to copy from here. If this error message is coming, then we are going to show this error message and we will not proceed further. Okay, so now I'm going to check this one. See, in case of login, if I'm going to try with the invalid error message, I'm just doing it like this and click on login, then it will say us the email must be a valid email address. Okay, so it will not proceed further. So these are the messages, and now we need to enter the valid email address. Okay, so now this time I am going to put some email id that does not exist in our database, and then I'm going to try here email does not exist. See, it is showing now another validation that we have added there. Email does not exist. This one, email does not exist, it is showing because it is showing because we have the invalid email id. We have entered the email id that does not exist in our database in the users table. Okay, so it is showing the message email does not exist. Earlier message is coming by default whenever we will not do any kind of custom message, whenever we will not add any custom message for any of the rule, then it will show the by default custom message that we are having here. Okay, that we can see this is the by default custom message because we don't have the custom message for this one. Okay, so now see, these custom message you can add of your own. Okay, you know how to add the custom message. If even if you will don't want custom message, you can simply remove it. It will show their own message, own default messages. Okay, so now we are going to try with the password. Okay, so I'm going to add for the password. I'm just copy pasting here, and now I will add for the password. So if the password is required validation is coming, like password is required, then here we are going to show here password, and one more validation is password is incorrect. Okay, one more validation is there. Suppose if the user fills the incorrect password, then we are going to show here one validation. We are already having this validation, password is incorrect. At the bottom you can see password is incorrect validation is already there, so we will add here password is incorrect. Okay, so in that case also result password. Okay, so here you can see the one more validation we are having, the email is incorrect. Okay, that also we are going to handle. One more we are going to add here. If in case that validation fails, see, double validation it is coming from the validator class, it is the custom validation. Okay, so this one is the custom validation is also there. This validation are from the validator class, and these are the custom validation to give the double security to the app. Okay, so both will work fine. See, the first one like email is incorrect here. Okay, so see, this one will work fine. If in case this one fails, but this will never fail, it will 100% will always give the correct result. But if in case even this one is failed, this one will work fine. Okay, so email must be always correct. Okay, email of the user must be always correct. So like this we can add all the validations. See, all the validation if work fine, then it will navigate to the account page, then the user can able to reach his account page. Okay, so now we are going to fill first of all the incorrect email and password. Like anything you can add now, incorrect email and password, but it will never allow you to enter email does not exist. Okay, so I'm going to enter here the correct email id and with the incorrect password. Okay, any password I'm going to add. Even then no, it must not work, so we need to handle this case as well. So you can see all the cases we need to handle it like this. Okay, so here we can check in console. Once again I'm going to remove all this, and for handling this case, and I'm going to fill something like this. Login, click on login, and here you can see the error message. What it is coming, password is incorrect, so it must be matching. Password is incorrect, it must be matching, so that we can show the error message in this case as well. So this validation must work fine. Okay, so let's try once more. See, now the case is if the email is incorrect, then it's working fine. But if the password is incorrect, then it must work fine in that case also. Like if I will fill any password, click on login, but this still not working. We need to see that why it is not working. We are going to check here in console. Okay, so this is something else. This is not coming in result password. This is coming in result message. You can see the array here. Result message is there. Result password is not here because these are the custom validation. So result message here and also result message here. So both will work with the result message as these are the custom validations. So custom validations are in the result message. Okay, so now we are going to try once again. So let's see, we are going to try here. I'm going to log in, click on login, and with the incorrect email, okay, let's give the incorrect email first of all. Click on login. See, it will ask us to email does not exist. I'm going to choose the correct email now. Going to enter the correct email now with the incorrect password. Then we click on login. Okay, so still it is showing undefined. We're going to see what makes it undefined. Okay, sometimes it happens. Email does not exist. Password is required. We can do it like this. Again, we can do password is incorrect. And that must be result message. Okay, so this one here I need to enter this one. Okay, again the mistake is here, result message. Okay, in that case result message is email is incorrect. Result message, if email is incorrect, then we are going to print this one. Fine, now it must work fine. So let's try one more time. Now this time it must work fine, this case as well. So we are going to copy this email that is working fine. Okay, with the correct email but incorrect password. I'm going to fill the incorrect password, click on login. Password is incorrect. Now this time it will not log in. Okay, so we need to give the correct password again. Once again, let's try some incorrect email, again incorrect password. See, it will not allow. See here, it is handling this case. Password is incorrect. Now I'm going to give the correct password. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, let's log in. We are reaching to the welcome page. Now it is working fine. Okay, so I hope that you able to add these validations in your login form as well. Okay, so now we are going to handle these cases as well in the next video. Like the register login links must not come here. Once the user will log in, then these register login links must not come. Instead of that, we are going to show the account link. Okay, so that case we are going to handle in the next video. And also we are going to populate the content about us, contact us. We are going to show the content from the database. We are going to handle from the database. That also we are going to do in the upcoming videos. Along with that, we are going to show the products as well. That also we are going to do in the near future. Okay, so stay tuned for that, and always subscribe the channel. Okay, for all the updates, for the Laravel updates, for the React updates, for the offers, for the other things, means lot of things are there. So always subscribe the channel and join the channel to get the source code, to get the complete source code. Okay, so that's all for now. Have a nice and goodbye.